lachen dich doch nicht aus.
Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some primordial wrath.
Aww.
Don't touch me!
Aww. Was ist los?
Oh, sorry, Kale. No, I just... Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
Ich glaube, sie wird nicht gerne berührt.
I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Ja. Ja, wir haben ja schon erfahren, dass sie wohl eine etwas harsche Vergangenheit
What
hat.
was up with Kale just now?
Hm.
And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden?
Tja. Das liegt an ihrer Vergangenheit. Naja. Dann wollen wir mal. Direkt hinterher.
Ah, traveler. You've returned.
Ja.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any
Ja, sie war so schnell weg.
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Machen wir. So, wo gehen wir denn jetzt hin? Achso, wir sollen einfach nur warten. Warten wir hier drinne? Ja, ich glaube, wir warten hier drinne. So. Das sollte passen. Okay. Ja.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe
Ja.
she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ja, ihr geht's wohl auch nicht so gut. Sollte man berücksichtigen. Deswegen passt er auch
it's
so
you
gut auf sie
two.
auf.
I was just about to go look for you.
Okay,
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
gute
I
Frage.
came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Okay.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has
yeah.
been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest.
Ja.
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Gute Frage.
Let's take this conversation elsewhere.
Okay. Ist in Ordnung. Ja, wie gesagt, sie hat ja so eine schwierige Vergangenheit. Da war was. Und sie hat sich ja mit Jula darüber unterhalten. Während des Events.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we?
Okay.
To be honest, I hadn't realized you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now.
Tja.
I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So
Yeah.
just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats.
Okay.
Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to.
Ah.
And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
Okay.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body.
Ah,
At
ja.
first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That
Ah, ja.
sounds terrifying.
Oh, verliert die Kontrolle über seinen eigenen Körper.
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier?
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Ist die Krankheit denn heilbar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage.
Oh.
However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there.
Ah,
She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after...
What?
ja.
The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them.
Ja.
That'll save me some explanation.
Yeah.
Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Yeah.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Ja.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her
Das
illness.
ist doch gar nicht schlimm.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Ja.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next
Klar.
time. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such
Quatsch.
emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Und wie geht's Kolle jetzt?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently, though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine.
Können wir mitkommen?
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Ja.
All right, but I must warn you two, the rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their
Ah, ja.
energy.
Na dann. Das war sehr viel Info auf einmal.
Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot
Aber das
Pala
sollten wir
lotuses
hinkriegen.
can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive
Aw.
species, if you ask me.
Süß.
The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species.
Ah ja.
Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Ah ja.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Aber ich würde sagen, ich pausiere an der Stelle erstmal, weil, ne, wir haben schon eine Weile aufgenommen. Und dann machen wir gleich weiter. So, dann wollen wir mal. Hier müsste sie irgendwo sein, ne? Oder? Ach, da. Na dann.
There should be Nilode Lotuses growing somewhere in this area.
Okay.
If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Okay. Ja, das sollten wir hinkriegen. Ach da. Ich glaube, ich habe eine gefunden.
Alright, we've gathered
Yeah.
enough new lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Jo, machen wir.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Ja.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh,
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back? Let's go find out what's going on.
jupp, machen wir. Dann gehen wir mal darüber. Juhu.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and
Ah,
find
ja.
you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just
Gute
discovered a
Frage.
withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can
Gute
you
Frage.
tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait,
Wir kommen mit.
Tainari, why don't you let us...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wild...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate
Naja, wir können
elements,
das
will be able to
ohne.
resist the Withering's
Aber das
corrosive
wisst ihr ja
effects
nicht.
for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location, and only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
Ich kann auch Elementarkräfte
But you
einsetzen.
don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the...
Seems the rumors about you were true then.
Tja,
In that case, we typically
Okay.
only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
okay. Dann machen wir das doch. Wir sind die große Ausnahme. Und schauen wir uns das doch mal an. Das klingt nämlich sehr spannend.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there, in the distance.
Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
Okay.
That is the Withering.
Ah. Okay.
All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Quasi wie im Untergrund. Da gab es ja sowas ähnliches.
Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, you ready then?
Okay.
Let's go.
Yep. Let's go. Wie gesagt, sowas ähnliches
First,
hatten wir ja da
we
unten auch
must
schon.
locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Okay. Das ist sehr interessant. Das hier? Oder das hier? Ja, das scheint so ähnlich zu sein, ne? Ah, okay. Hab ich doch. Nee, das ist es nicht. Wieso greifst du auch immer diese Viecher an? Das ist so nervig. Warum steht ihr immer im Büffel? So. Natürlich haben wir das Ding jetzt nicht mehr. Was sollen wir noch mehr sammeln? Ja. Mach ich doch. Hab ich doch. Warum muss ich mit dem hier anfangen? Ah ja, super, jetzt ist natürlich wieder weg. Das ist doch das, was ich die ganze Zeit mache. Wenn ich gerade davon angegriffen werde. Oder ist das hier gemeint? Das ist sehr ungenau. Ja, die scheinen ja miteinander verwoben zu sein. Na, das wollte ich eigentlich nicht machen. Okay. Das ist weird. Das ist doch das, was wir gemacht haben. Okay, dann machen wir es mal anders. So, wir haben ja irgendwo Collie.
Everything Everything's ready.
Ja. So scheint das nicht besser zu laufen.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Ah ja.
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering.
Okay. Na siehst, haben wir doch gut hinbekommen.
We did it!
Ja.
Everything's returning to normal now.
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
Tja.
It's that obvious, huh?
Ja.
Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears.
Ja.
If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Ich verstehe.
Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Gibt es keine Möglichkeit, diese Verwelkung endgültig loszuwerden?
No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Leider nein.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Yep.
They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Die Erde durchzieht, riesiger Hohlraum. Das sieht ein wenig so aus wie das, was ich sah, als ich das Bewusstsein
Ley
verlor.
lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to
Stimmt, der
collect
sah aus wie
knowledge
so ein
and
Baum,
wisdom
ne?
from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the god of wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
Also ist der Baum krank.
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul.
Ah ja.
I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time, until a cure is found.
Das hört sich so
All
an.
right, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Okay. Dann machen wir das. Ein bisschen schneller, ne? Oh, ich wollte doch auf die Karte. Meine Güte. Okay. So, kommen wir von hier aus dahin, ne? Dann machen wir das einmal so. Okay. Das könnte dann der Einstieg dafür sein, warum wir da mit dem Dendro Archon und so. Nö. Aber irgendwie müssen wir ja mit dem in Kontakt kommen. Okay. Ach, ich habe immer noch Collie drin. Ja, das sollte ich mir definitiv merken. Aber das Menü hat sich seit dem Update so ein bisschen geändert, ne? Sieht ein bisschen anders aus.
Just what will we come across this time?
Ja, doch. Das sieht ein bisschen anders aus. Fällt mir gerade so auf.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of.
Yep.
No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that?
Aww. Ein Vogel.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Was? Was? Wie? Wo? Erzähl mal.
What's wrong, Tainari?
Ja, das
This
ist
dust
eine
bird
gute
is
Frage.
Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived.
Ja,
in
ja, ja.
Oh, her? How come...
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? All Paimon sees are three squiggly...
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some
Ah,
ration.
ja.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and
Ah.
by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that.
Okay.
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible.
Ja.
I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like...
Klar.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But we'll...
Let's find out. Here, traveler. So, how do you feel?
Es hat einen sehr frischen Duft.
Huh? Really? You're not... But, wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Taina?
Gute
Back
Frage.
when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
Ja, und was wir gesehen haben, waren gar keine Halluzinationen, oder?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Ja, ja.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Und was genau haben wir gesehen?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneal.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us?
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must have... Please, wait here for a moment.
Okay. Das ist sehr interessant. So viel Information. Das hat bestimmt auch was mit dem Dendro-Arkon zu tun. Ja, flieg mal weg, Vogel. Na dann.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her.
Ah,
Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have.
danke.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Ach, gerne. Das machen wir doch gern. So, ach, da müssen wir hin. Dann können wir doch gleich hier wieder den Links nehmen. Und von da aus dann da so runter. Nö. Das sollte klappen. Okay. Dann wollen wir mal zurück in die Höhle.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Das ist genau das, was wir machen, Paimon. So, dann wollen wir mal. Juhu.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey,
Gute Frage.
Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Scheint aus der Höhle zu kommen. Es ist, Hypatia. Wie geht es ihr? Huch! Und da ist noch ein Wesen. Vorsicht! Nicht, dass du drüber stolperst. Juhu! Nicht erschrecken! Eieiei. Was war das denn? Und weg ist es.
There you are.
Yep.
Hypatia, are you alright?
So
Ja.
hungry.
Und sie scheint vor Hunger ohnmächtig geworden zu sein.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition.
Okay.
Huh? Wait, what?